The performance of a game improvement iron.
With the profile of a blade.
Say hello to the world's first commercial 3D printed iron. What's the numbers on that one?
You are GolfMagic's resident premier ball striker, so I'm expecting... Whenever you're ready.
Let me do my two-step thing. Right, everyone, welcome back to the GolfMagic channel. Myself and Jozza today have a pretty special iron in our hands.
Very exciting iron, yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
Limited.
Limited.
It's got to be limited with a 3.
Yeah, with a 3. We've got 1 of 500 here, a very exclusive iron, but with some pretty impressive technology, isn't it?
Very impressive tech, yeah.
We've got a commercial 3D printed iron here, and Cobra's saying it's got the performance of a game improvement iron in terms of forgiveness, but a bit of a blade-like address.
The profile of blade, yeah. I mean, we've kind of had a bit of a chat about this, haven't we? We said it's kind of like a tailor-made P770 in profile. Yeah. So I wouldn't go so far as to say like a full blade,
MB type
but
thing.
It's a player's iron for sure, yeah.
100%. What I do find interesting is it being a player's iron, relating it to the P770, it's got the loft of more like a P790 at 31 degrees for a 7-iron, so it is still punchy, but it's said to offer that kind of game improvement performance with forgiveness, and it does that with this kind of like 3D printed bit that we can see here, isn't it? The lattice, that is the word. It being exceptionally light means they can free up weight. We've heard this all before. When you're talking about what that means, they've got a lot of tungsten, don't they, in the heel and the toe.
Heavy amount of tungsten, yeah. It's freed up a lot of space in the body just behind the kind of striking area. Yeah. So they can increase MOI by pushing weight outwards, basically. Yeah.
I mean, funnily enough, when we were both on a call talking about this with Cobra a while back, and it looked good, but I actually think in person it looks even more innovative, would you say?
I think it looks way better in person. I don't think the photography and the kind of graphics they showed us really did it justice. No. This lattice situation we've got going on back here is beautiful. Cobra branding's very nice, the limited sign, also lovely. I'm also a big fan of the kind of slightly small 7. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, in terms of pure visual appeal, it's really impressive.
I think the best looking Cobra iron to date for us, like low to mid-handicap golfers. And with that, it costs an absolute wedge. I think $2,500 to $3,000, I believe it is.
I think this is just the kind of showcase of what Cobra can potentially do with 3D printing. It's not a set of irons that, well, they're not basically available to a large audience. There's not very many sets of them, but it's a kind of insight into what might come in the future.
This is what I think. I imagine, Forge Tech and whatnot will probably have some sort of innovation like this in the next few years. It's just showing what they can offer, but what they can offer us is a lovely looking iron. Does it perform? We're going to find out today. I'm going to pop now over to Custom Golf Works, put this on a GC quad, then we're going to come back, go to the 7th hole, me and Jozza, put it on a wonderful GC3 and just see if this really is a game improvement iron in that of a blade's body. At Custom Golf Works, I hit the Cobra Limited 7 iron to compare it to other models that are in the player's distance category. The main thing that I noticed is very good forgiveness. Distance though, not as much as other players' distance irons. The lack in distance is due to the healthy spin rate. With other models such as the TaylorMade P790, you see some explosive distance by 30 degrees of loft and also quite low spin. What's really impressive about the Cobra Limited iron is that it offers quite high launch angle and quite high spin, which is that of actually more of a blade or muscleback, such as a TaylorMade P770. But when I'm hitting shots that are like out of the heel and out of the toe, and trust me, I hit a few, the spin stayed consistent above 5,000, which is still quite healthy, and they were still going about 188 to 200 yards, which is about my rough 7-iron distance. If you want an explosive iron, I'd probably go for something else, but this is a very forgiving iron that offers an all-around package of performance, forgiveness, looks, and feel. Back to Manning's Heath to really put it to the test. Okay, so some really interesting numbers there at Custom Golf Works. Johnny, you're going to go first with this 3D printed Cobra iron. Very expensive, very luxurious. They've made some claims, as we already talked about in this video. It's got, the looks of a player's iron, a blade, but the performance, the forgiveness of a game improvement iron, a big fat boy. So, 170 yards we've got for you so far. Yeah. I'll go a little bit back further on in this video. If you've got a big fat game improvement iron, I would expect for you to hit the green 3 out of 5 times here. Would you say?
Yeah, between 2 and 3, I'd say is probably fair. You're saying 3.
60, okay. 60% green in regulation.
Put a bit of pressure on me.
A little bit. I'm not putting pressure on you, I'm putting pressure on the irons because it's a big claim. Yeah. We've loved them so far. Yeah. But when there's pressure on the line here,
can they deliver?
Can the iron deliver?
Over to me.
Got the GC3 here as well, just to back up with a little bit of data. Strike. Wind's got it.
Oh, just bunker.
On
right.
the beach. Did you bring your trunks, mate? Let's look at the numbers on that one. There you go. There you go.
159. So yeah, it wasn't a great hit.
Was it not a great hit?
No.
Okay, but 160. Didn't lose that much.
It's kind of roughly around where I'd expect to be with a 7-iron.
This is a hard shot. We've got wind off the left. The pin's tucked back left. Johnny hits a draw. I still want 3. Clean. Lovely shot. Is that on?
Middle of the green.
Lovely.
Just right side, probably about pin high.
Bit clean, would you say?
Yeah, it wasn't, again, not my best strike, but then this way. No, it's this way.
Oh, sorry.
166. Yeah, I mean, 166 is
good numbers there.
pretty much exactly where I expect to be with a 7-iron, and that's with a P790, which is obviously kind of a player's distance iron,
30 degrees
bigger profile.
31. Yeah. Okay.
That was actually maybe perhaps a touch thin.
I haven't say 5,800 spins, very good.
I wouldn't say I've really probably.
But hey, it's a game improvement line.
Yeah. We'll forget about that one. It was
we're not counting
pilot error.
That's a GolfMagic DNA that happened with that one. But we've still got 3 left. Another one a little bit clean, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very similar.
Just maybe over or in that bunker.
Yeah. 166 again.
166
I mean,
again.
Tell you what, it's very consistent.
I've not quite flushed one yet, I have to say.
Not.
But I guess benefit of a game improvement level of forgiveness.
If you want the forgiveness, it's almost good that we're doing like a ball striking test here out of the toe and the heel.
I'm going to move my ball position slightly further back.
Compress this ball, Jozza. Strike.
That's the one.
That's in the hole. Yeah, lovely shot.
Yeah.
Really good. Okay, so you've hit 2 out of 4.
Get rid of that bit of mud on the ball.
Time. Yeah, mind games for me there.
So that was the best strike a lot, and that felt lovely.
Flight's really, I was expecting to be 31 degrees. Maybe it performed more like a player's distance. It looks a little bit more tour friendly in terms of that ball flight.
Oh, God, John.
Oh, it's close.
That's such a bad hit.
2.5 out of 5.
That's such a bad strike.
Not a good one to finish off on there.
No.
But let's move it back now to 200 yards and see what happens. Because we're still not sure if this iron's for everyone. It's going to be a very limited edition iron. But forgiveness-wise, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there were some poor strikes in there. Obviously, the one that kind of just trundled along the ground, that's no club in the world is going to give you that much forgiveness.
Absolutely not.
But there were some not great ones in there, and actually they were still all kind of finishing around the 166 mark, which is what I've come to expect.
Okay.
So maybe if I was using a pure game improvement iron, that would increase distance-wise, but that compared to my P790, is all of the metrics are pretty much there, yeah. And the feel, the one that I did middle was delightful.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move it back about 30 yards now and see if I can match your 2.5 out of 5. Give you 2.5. So 197 yards exactly.
Yeah.
31 degrees of loft the 7-iron has. I'm trying to think in my head, how many times will I hit the green from 200 yards away? This is probably my 6-iron usually.
So you got 5 balls, two times?
Yeah. I think, I'll be honest with you, I think 2 out of 5 for you was actually very good because this kind of on the left side of the fairway to a pin that's tucked left, wind off the left, it's all pushing it to the right side, which is where your balls ended up.
Yeah, I had some bad ones, but you are GolfMagic's resident premier ball striker, so I'm expecting 3. No, I'm going to give you 3. You gave me 3. I'm going to give you 3. I'm intrigued to see what you think, how this feels, because the one I actually hit really nicely was buttery. Okay. Yeah, it was lovely.
Come on, Alex. Make some cookies.
Whenever you're ready.
Let me do my 2-step thing.
Oh wow! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that.
That felt
amazing. They feel great.
That feels so weird.
Weird?
No, lovely.
Yeah.
But it's like a mix of a hollow body iron.
Yeah.
And also that of like a blade.
That was a great shot.
That was a lovely shot.
I mean, that looks like it's about a foot away from the hole.
I think it's a bit short.
Bit short?
Yeah. I was saying that we got the wind with us. Only went 185, but I tell you what.
I mean, I reckon this is at least like a 1 club win. So yeah, I think that pitched right by the pin.
The spin was quite good as well. Actually. Yeah. I'm expecting this to be like a 4,000 spin club.
What was it? 6?
I think it was 5.8. Ah, what? No, it was 7.8.
7.8?
Yeah, that's too high, which is why I only went 185, but that felt dangerously like I'm about to spend several months' rent on a set of irons. All right, well now one. Oh, the wind's got it.
Wind's got it, a touch.
Bunker.
Just left of the
okay,
bunker.
Actually.
I mean, from 200 yards, you'd probably
it.
be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't catch it on the GC3 because I'm putting it too far away.
Oh, silly Alex.
Yeah, what I make for in ball striking, I lack in overall IQ. Come on, buddy. There you go. Oh, you gave me a dirty ball, Jonathan.
No, that's the one you picked.
No, I didn't. Alex doesn't like dirty balls. Okay. 1 out of 2. Again, like it feels. I mean, it feels very premium. Different. There's no Cobra iron like this, and that's not an insult to Cobra. It's a $2.5 grand set.
Not the Forge Tech?
No. This is different. Oh, it felt so nice. You guys overdrew it.
Pulled it slightly.
Yeah, a bit toey.
In the bunker.
That's that. Those numbers though, a bit toey. 193 carry, 6,300 spin. These numbers are so good.
Harking back to Cobra's promise of game improvement forgiveness, are you pretty happy with that?
I mean, my dispersion overall isn't great, but I wouldn't title it down to anything other than probably it's not being fully specced up to me here. I mean, that was slightly off the toe, and yet we're getting 193 yards to carry and 6,300
I mean, you've
spin.
missed the green by, what, 4 or 5 yards left?
Yeah.
Off not one of your best strikes, which I would say is probably lines up quite nicely with what you'd expect from a game improvement iron.
100%. It's a, 200 yards away. I usually have 200 yards on a par 5, not a par 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I'm getting anywhere within an up and down period on the green, I'd be very happy.
Happy days.
I'd be very happy with all those 3 shots so far. Shocking strike.
God, your shocking strikes are so different to mine.
Yeah, I think that's on the green though.
Yeah. Back right, or maybe front right.
Those numbers. 197 carry, 6,800 spin.
Yeah. Impressive.
Really impressive.
Really impressive.
Really impressive. I mean, you can't really see it. I'm coated this with mud, but you can see a bit toey and a bit thin.
Yeah.
2 times. Yeah.
Impressive.
Very impressive.
Well done, Cobra.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? Well done, Cobra. They've done well here. I don't know if I'd truly say it has the forgiveness of a game improvement iron, but it definitely has something about it that's raised our eyebrows slightly, you know. Hello.
Oh yeah.
Club twirl.
Oof. That looks close.
That looks very close.
That looks very, very close.
Might be too far. No, 197 carry.
Yeah, but with wind, that might be a touch long.
That was the best of the lot. 140 ball speed for a 7-iron is
hot.
That is hot. I mean, we've got several things there. It's hot. It's optimal with the spin as well. It's really forgiving.
It looks great.
It's just a shame it's 2.5 racks.
Yeah.
Should we go have a look at the balls?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go have a look at the balls. Okay, Johnny, I think we saw some good results there on the on-course testing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, a couple of bad strikes from me, but that's not down to the club, that's just human error.
Yep.
As is going to happen. But yeah, you were striking it absolutely beautifully.
This is a, I think this is quite a special club. I mean, unfortunately, Cobra have said yes, it's the first commercial 3D printed iron, but it's so limited edition, hence the name.
Yeah.
Not that many people will get their hands on it, but I do personally think, I also saw an Instagram comment that Cobra said earlier today saying that they've actually been producing like 3D printed irons for the likes of Bryson and whatnot for several years. This has been in the works for a while. Yeah. I think this notion of commercially printed 3D irons, they're going to step it up a little bit in terms of actually making it available to consumers.
Yeah.
Because we've spoken to them about it. The whole overall process of actually making these heads, they don't like make tons of them per day. I think it's only about 30 or so. Don't hold me to that, but it's something, not a large amount.
In that ballpark.
Yeah. So to commercially produce these and make them attainable, such as like a new Forge Tech, really interested to see what's next because the Forge Tech life window is about every 2 years. It's coming up now. Yeah. So, would you game it?
I would game it. Yeah, I mean, the price point is potentially slightly limiting and the availability obviously being a factor, but in terms of the performance, aesthetics, I would 100% game it. And I think it's actually, obviously, it's one of 500. I think what's most interesting about these irons is what it potentially holds for the future of club making. I think Cobra have made obviously a huge step, and do they deliver on game improvement levels of forgiveness? I mean, maybe not completely, but it is impressive. It is very impressive. And for the profile, as we've kind of discussed previously, of a player's iron, and it has to be said, it looks fantastic sat behind the ball. So I think in terms of the promises that Cobra have made, it has ticked a lot of boxes.
Very well said. For £2.5 grand, I think that's out of a lot of people's reach. For 1,500, it's out of thousands and thousands of people's reach. But the future, what's next? Are other brands going to take inspiration from it? I personally don't think so. It seems that Cobra have always been this 3D printed brand.
Yeah,
so with
putters.
Putters and whatnot. So I'll be intrigued to see what's the next release for Cobra. Is this now going to go into drivers? You know, it's all about saving weight with drivers, trying to maximise their MOI. What's next? It's a very
I think it's got to be potentially in the pipeline for them. 3D printing some aspect of a driver, whether it's internal, probably internal, I'm thinking.
Internal, sort of waiting by the face or
Yeah.
whatnot. We'll see. We're guessing here, but I'd love to hear your comments down below as to what you think's next. Is it a shame that they've only released 1/500? I think yes.
Yes, but I think it's obviously, it's a kind of showcase product more than anything, isn't it? It's a kind of showing people what we can do and what we potentially might do in the future.
And we're excited to see what's next for Cobra after this limited iron. Guys, if you did enjoy this video today, make sure you leave a like down below. And if you are new to GolfMagic, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Can we do any comparisons with this bad boy?
I think it'd be interesting if we do a comparison maybe to something like the P770, which I think fits the profile quite nicely, and then maybe a game improvement iron, just to see what the kind of side-to-side.
Very, very good idea. P770 is a good one, game improvement, maybe like a Wilson launch pad, and the biggest, like, bulbous iron of all time. That'll be good fun. Make sure you subscribe to the GolfMagic channel to keep updated with videos like that. Myself, Johnny, and, well, this wonderful limited edition iron. Well, we'll see you at the next video.